to get a win like that over a guy who's been around for a long time. I guess hasn't been around too much in the past few years, but still a name who's had 17 fights in the UFC to beat him like that.
Yeah, great feeling. Matt Wyman, much respect to him. I know a little bit transpired at the end. 99% of that was him. I think he was just frustrated with the way I kind of grinded him, and I think that kind of frustrated him, which I understand. But much respect to him, his family. I saw. I think his wife and baby were here all week, so much respect to him, man. I wish him the best. Hope they have a good holiday and all that stuff. But yeah, great night for me. It was really, obviously a first round finish is great, like on the Contender Series, but this really proves to me that I can do all the things that maybe leading up to the fight I'm nervous about or worried about experience and all these things. I think it silences a lot of the doubters. Not that I listen too much, but there's doubters in my own head. I doubt myself all the time, and it just shows that when it's time to work, I can grind with the best of them.
Tell me a little bit more about that, the self-doubt and how do you move through that?
Anybody who says they don't have it, I think they're lying, But I'm a young guy, so obviously I got to get here, get the lay of the land, get used to the walkout. But I can honestly say it felt very, very natural today. I've been visualizing that since I was a little kid. And it was great. It felt like any other fight, just more energy. So it didn't feel, UFC jitters. I maybe leading up to the fight I had them, but not in there, Any fatigue, anything like that was just because I was working really hard, high pace. But this was great. I feel like I really belong in here, and it's only going to get better from here.
What was he saying to you at the end of the fight?
During the fight, in the beginning, he was just saying, that's it. And it's like, man, you're kind of bruised and cut. I've been holding you down all round. First round was probably 10-8, I think they said. Second round, same thing. And then at the end, it just got to me because he said, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? It's like, man, there's 20 seconds left. And I didn't want to encourage him to try harder because I know he's a gritty guy. So I looked at the clock, there was 20 seconds, and I just said, he said, what are you going to do? I said, put you out of a job. And I don't want that for him, obviously, but sometimes I get a little fiery in the gym and stuff. I try not to, but I am from Jersey, and sometimes it comes out.
You mentioned not having jitters and this being like any other fight. Do you think the Contender Series helped prepare you for tonight?
Absolutely. If you can go out there and fight in front of 80 to 100 people, Dana White, Mick Maynard, and Sean Shelby sitting right there, literally cage side, you can be on a prelim in the UFC, I think, if you're mentally tough. And, when it's time to work, I'm mentally tough. I'm a mess backstage. I'm a mess all fight camp. Sure, I'm a human being. When it's time to work, I've been competing since I'm 6 years old. Lights turn on, everything else shuts out, and I'm ready to work.
One of the things you said coming in was that he might have been the perfect opponent for you. So who's the perfect opponent for your next outing?
Oh, I just want to keep climbing the ladder. I'm not going to be one of these guys coming out here calling out the top 5 when it's not even a possibility or anything like that. I want to be here for a long time. So my management, my coaches, the UFC, I'm going to do what they tell me because I'm just the workhorse. I got to listen to them. They're smarter than me, more experienced than me, and I'm just the means and the body in there. They're the guys with the methods, and they have a lot better insight than I do.
What about pacing? Do you want to be back soon?
Yeah, I'd love to be back soon in 2020. I'm going to be back to training this week. That's just who I am. I'm a martial artist. I train all year. We got great guys up at Salty Dog Jiu-Jitsu with tournaments coming up. My coach just fought. John Salter won, looked great. He's going to be back soon, I'm sure. Scott Holston's going to be fighting all of our teammates. So I'm just going to be the best service I can to them and get back in the gym. So, yeah, 2020 will be great. Enjoy the holidays with my wife and our friends and family, and I'll be training throughout all of it. So if they need me, I'm going to be here.
Do you think they should have stopped it the first?
I thought they were going to because, the ref said last night, if I say improve your position twice, you have a very short window after that. But he just hip-heisted enough to kind of bump me off, and he gave his back, which is great, but there was like 30 seconds left. So, I got excited. I kept trying to push it, but I think I did a good job in not redlining and just staying just in like 3rd or 4th gear. I don't really know how cars work, but just below red line. And, if it would have came, great, but if not, kind of what we expected.
How are you planning to celebrate tonight?
I don't drink, I don't party, but I got a lot of friends and family here, so I'm just going to pile into my room with them, maybe eat some pizza or something, hang out, and just really celebrate them. It's been amazing this week, We used to travel to these regional shows, and maybe you have 5 people there, 6 people there, and we've had like 15, 20 people. Like getting a list of people to go to dinner last night that were just close friends and family, I couldn't even narrow it down. We had to cut it down strictly by table size. I had like 12 people there. It's been amazing. So I'm just going to gather all those people, whether we meet in the lobby or in my room, and just eat good food, hang out, and just celebrate them. They've put in a lot of work. It's incredible. It's hard for me. I train hard. I do this, but I've always wanted to do this. I've dragged a lot of people with me in the mud, my wife and some of our great friends, my family. And I just want them to reap the rewards and have a good night, knowing that they were such a big part of this. So we're just going to hang out. I'll be drinking water and coffee and just smiling. I'm not going to sleep tonight for sure because I'm just going to lay in bed and read everybody's messages. It means a lot. Thank you, everybody, for the support,
Earlier in that fight, were you surprised you was able to switch positions and get a good feel for him earlier?
Yeah, we knew he was going to be tough on the ground. You know, he's got great jiu-jitsu. The one thing that's nice is he doesn't really try to build up and get back to his feet and throw. Those guys are tough to fight. So I knew we would be, if we hit the floor, we're staying on the floor if we kept the action. You know, there's a couple times the ref kind of said work, and I tried to work. But, yeah, I expected a great scrap on the floor with him. He's a high-level grappler. He's seasoned. He's never going to just lay there and give up his neck or anything else. So I won in the in-between tonight. It wasn't mount. It wasn't back. It wasn't half guard. It was just in between, staying gritty, keeping my head in his chin and peppering him. And my coaches were great at planning for that. On the feet, you know, my boxing coach saved me with my footwork. You know, I ate some shots, but I felt good. Jeff Jimmo and John Salter, they know how to grind and teach people to grind. And they had me so prepared tonight that I really chalked this up to them.